Hey!
Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump Day.
That's right. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, middle of the week. Good morning.
What's happening? How y'all feeling out there, man?
I'm feeling pretty good. How you feeling, brother?
I am blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here, man.
Had a little anxiety yesterday.
Why?
Well, in New York City yesterday, a parking garage collapsed.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
It collapsed downtown, and when I heard the news, the first thing, my daughter goes to college in New York City, so she goes to NYU. So when I first heard the news, I called her immediately, and then what happened? She didn't answer the phone. My heart starts beating. I start calling my wife. Did you speak to Maddie? No. I called my son Logan. Hey, did you speak to your sister? No. Now I'm nervous. Now I'm starting to get like I got to go to the city now.
Was it near her area?
Well, it was downtown, and a lot of NYU classes are downtown.
Okay.
So, at that point, I really didn't know where the building was. They just said Lower Manhattan. I got nervous. But then I called the fifth time, and she answered. She was actually getting her nails done, and she's like, Dad, I couldn't answer the phone because they were doing my actual nails during the time.
Yeah, you know how that goes. You got a manicure before?
I did.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, so I get it. I understood, But I was like, answer the phone next time. She's like, Dad, I was getting my nails done. I couldn't.
Yeah, that does all of those situations like that. All I need to hear about something is I just need to hear something one time, then I think it can happen to me. So, you pull in the parking garage this morning,
you
start
around.
asking questions you ain't never asked before.
Yeah.
So is this sturdy? Was the parking garage that collapsed yesterday, was it like this one? How long has this parking garage been here? Do y'all know who did the work on it? Like, what the hell I got to do with anything?
When's the last time this been checked?
Exactly.
Anything falling? Yeah, I did the same thing this morning.
Ask questions this morning.
I did the same thing this morning.
Like whatever's going to happen at this point in life, man.
Absolutely. I'm sure we'll talk
feel.
about it more in front page news to give you the full updates and full story.
I'm sure we will.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news is next, and then you can get on the phone lines, 800-585-1051 if you need to vent. Maybe something pissed you off, maybe you're having a bad morning, or maybe everything is blessed. Whatever it may be, you could get on them phone lines right now. It's The Breakfast Club on
BET and the radio.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. We have Teslin Figaro on the line. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning, DJ NV, Charlamagne the God.
Peace, Taz, the Hood Whisperer.
All right.
Yes.
Let's get right to it now. Last night in sports, NBA, the Celtics beat the Hawks 119-106. They lead the series 2-0. Cavaliers beat the Knicks last night. They tied the series 1-1. And the Suns beat the Clippers. They tied the series 1-1 as well.
And Draymond won't be playing in Game 3, right?
No, Draymond is suspended. We'll give you updates on that in the rumors because we got so much to talk about. Now, we were talking about the parking garage that collapsed in New York City last night. It was in Lower Manhattan, right next to Pace University. So one died, multiple injured. They said this building is 100 years old and had open violations.
That's horrible.
So they're trying to see what those open violations were to see if somebody didn't do their job and maybe would have protected those people. They said tons of cars will be stuck up there for a long time. So, like I said, one person died and 5 are injured.
And those people that got injured and that person that died, God bless them. Boy, they about to get paid. Boy, they about to get paid. They about to sue the city, something crazy.
Absolutely. Now, Tez, what happened with those 2 Texas cheerleaders?
Yeah, once again, dealing with gun violence in America is becoming an everyday thing, unfortunately. 2 Texas cheerleaders were shot after one of them said they mistakenly got in the wrong vehicle in a parking lot early Tuesday morning after practice. Heather Roth said on Instagram Live that she and 3 of her other cheerleading friends had completed practice when they went to a carpool lot. Roth said she got out of her friend's car and then opened up the door to a car she thought was her own, but a man was in the passenger seat. She said that she got out of the car and then back into her friend's vehicle. When the man approached their vehicle, Roth rolled down the window to apologize and the man began to shoot. Now, one of the victims was treated and released at the scene and the other is in critical condition. Now, the police department say that they have arrested 25-year-old Tello Rodriguez Jr., who was arrested for the shootings and charged him with deadly conduct, which is a 3rd-degree felony.
This is horrible. My daughter's a competitive cheerleader, so,
Mine too.
Once again, this is one of those things that gives you parental paranoia, but this is absolutely gun violence, but this is why all of this stuff is a complicated issue, because to me, the person that did this is dealing with some other psychological issues. Like something happened to people psychologically after COVID like people was nuts before, but mentally and emotionally something happened that is causing people's fuses to be way shorter than usual, because that right there is absolutely no reason to fire off on someone. And I know it's easy just to say, oh, this is just another act of gun violence, but this is one of those times to remember, guns don't kill people. Unstable people with guns kill people, because clearly something was wrong with this individual psychologically.
But how do we stop that, though? I don't know. What do we do?
I mean, that's the difficult part. And I was also going to say this, a lot of things that really bothers me is that, like, if you go to certain states, when you turn 21, you could purchase a firearm, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have to watch any videos. You don't have to learn any laws. You don't have to do anything. I remember I went to Hampton University, and at 21, when I turned 21, I was a junior, and I bought a handgun, which I didn't need at the time. I didn't know anything about the rules. But now, when I tried to get my license for New York and New Jersey, which I got, I had to take a class which taught me the rules and regulations of when I can use that gun, the purpose of using that gun, what will get me locked up if I use that gun and if I don't. And I think a lot of people don't know those rules and regulations. I think they buy a gun at 21 and they feel like if they feel any which way they could pop somebody, which is not the case at all.
That is very true. But I just want to know what else was going on with this individual, because psychologically something made him snap. Like this dude had some other issues going on, way before this situation happened.
Right. Now, I think we got a little time for the Chicago story. I seen Chicago wilding out, Tez.
Yeah, all weekend long, folks have been talking about the teen takeover in downtown Chicago. And yesterday, some new video emerged showing a panicked woman who was terrorized by a mob of young people who attacked, beat, and robbed her. And the video shows a woman appearing to enter her apartment building. But before she gets inside, the woman is surrounded by a large group of people who block the doorway and begin to strike her several times before taking her personal property and then fleeing in an unknown direction. Now, there have been several arrests over the weekend, but no arrests have been made in this particular incident. Now, Mayor Lori Lightfoot said that parents and guardians must know where their children are, and they are responsible for their actions. But the new mayor-elect, Brandon Johnson, said, in no way do I condone the destructive activity. It is unacceptable. It has no place in our city. However, it is not constructive to demonize youth who have otherwise been starved of opportunities in our communities. So I wanted to, ask you guys in the family, is this a city issue, or is this not, having kids don't have enough to do, or is this just parenting, a parenting issue? Because Mayor-elect Brandon Johnson was criticized heavily about they said, he's not taking responsibility. He's just being a progressive, and, he ran on a progressive platform.
I think it's just all of those things.
I think it's
all of those things.
All
those things at one time.
Yeah, it's all of those things. And I'm gonna tell you what else it gets tricky. I wish that woman had a gun. I wish she had a gun to protect herself. I was going to say the same thing. And if she had one and would have fired off on one of those kids, you can't be mad at her at all.
No,
not in no way, shape, or form.
Me,
Come on, man. You attack me. Come on, man. Stop. Knock it off. Now, we're not going to be crazy here.
You could have punched me in my head. I could have fell on the floor, knocked out, and died.
Come on. That's somebody's mama. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's aunt.
I wish she would have been able to protect herself.
I wish she could have protected herself with a firearm.
Absolutely.
I don't want to hear nothing else. Don't at somebody else, because I don't even check to it.
No, I'm with you. And like you said, Tez, yes, it's also parenting. You have to know where your kids are. My dad knew where I was, and at sometimes he checked where I was. He didn't go to lunch, and he made sure I was actually on the bus heading home. And I do the same to my kids. I watch them.
It's that, and the city should have more resources for these kids. They should have more things for these kids to do. I know that was late at night, but still, have more after school programs. Put these kids in trade school for free. Something,
right?
Get these kids something to do. I think it's all of those things. It's not just one issue.
Yeah. Well, as a result, just as so people know, 15 people, 9 adults, 6 juveniles have been arrested for reckless behavior, and actually two teenage males, 16 and 17, were shot during all of this over the weekend. So a lot going on in Chicago.
My goodness. All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, Tez, we'll see you in a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Call us up right now.
And when y'all call, remember y'all on BET.
That's right. It's The Breakfast Club on BET.
The Breakfast Club. It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest. Wake up. Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Man, this is Antoine.
Antoine, what's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Peace, Antoine.
Get it off your chest, brother.
Man, listen here. I want to get this off my chest, right? Because in the South, I'm from Ladonia, Alabama. And we don't play this. I see a video with a teacher and a student fighting, and everybody was acting like the student was right. She was not right. The teacher had every right to defend herself, because these kids will unalive you. You can't just not fight a child because it's a child. And especially a teenage child. A teenage child will unalive you.
Man, you ain't got to tell me. I totally agree with you. I don't even understand the logic of telling human beings not to protect themselves. The first law of nature is self-preservation. If somebody attacks you, you're going to attack back.
First.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's whoever it is. That's a man or woman. I don't care if you're a teacher, a bus driver, sanitation, or a regular person in the street. Somebody hit you, you're going to defend yourself.
That's right. Well, he just hung up.
Yeah, I guess he hung up.
Did somebody hit him? He had to go defend himself real quick.
Hello, who's this?
Hey guys, good morning. Peace and blessings. It's your neighborhood sanitation driver out here, Sean Stone.
What's
How
up,
you guys
Sean?
doing this month?
Sean Stone, what's happening?
Get it off your chest, bro.
Hey, yeah, I'm hearing a lot of bad news. You guys talking a lot of bad news. So listen, can I say a positive poem today, Charlamagne?
God.
It's dedicated to your wife, guys.
Don't dedicate nothing
to
to
your
my
good wife.
I don't need you dedicating nothing to my wife.
No. I'm just dedicating it to good women out there, period. You know what I mean? It's 3 seconds, bro.
I'm going to count. All right, you got 3 seconds. You ready? Go.
Don't count, please, Charlamagne.
You said 3 seconds.
Go ahead, man.
All right.
Do your poem.
It says, she's a good woman. She never closed shop,
3.
even when it's not stocked. And I'm willing to carry her on my
5,
back.
6,
And even if I
7,
drop, I just
8,
won't stop.
9,
I just
10. See, that was 10 seconds. See what I'm saying? This is what's wrong with human beings. And human beings say things, especially black people. We have no concept of time. We'll say things like, I'll be there in a minute. Knowing you ain't going to be here for another hour.
Yeah.
Give me 3 seconds. Knowing you know you need more than 3 seconds.
You're right.
Tell me what you need when it comes to time. Okay? If he'd have said, I need about 30 seconds, we'd have gave him the 30 seconds. Why would he say 3?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just trying to figure out how he going to do a poem dedicated to your wife. He don't even know your wife.
Why you want to carry my wife on his back? I heard him saying something about carry her on my back.
I don't know.
Knock it off, Sean.
I don't even know her.
Go to sleep.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club on BT.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Gene.
Hey, Gene, what up? Get it off your chest, brother.
Hey, man, it's my birthday, man. I'm blessed to see another year.
Yes, you
Give
are.
myself a shout out today.
Happy birthday,
brother.
King.
I appreciate it. I know everybody usually asks for a cash app, but I want to shout out my nonprofit organization, Route 7 Orlando, and drop its cash app. We're doing some great things here in the community, man, for men. We're bringing men together. We host accountability meetings where we are able to share personal, professional goals to help each other grow. And we also mentor youth and teach public speaking. So if you don't mind, I'd love to drop the cash app for my nonprofit organization.
Yes,
Of
sir.
course. And where you based out of? You said Orlando?
Orlando, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, brother.
All right, it's money sign, route, that's ROUTE, the number 7, Orlando.
Okay.
And we are at Route 7 Orlando on all social media platforms.
All right, brother. Hello, who's this? Hello?
Good morning. Sorry.
Hey, good morning. What's your name?
It's Camille.
Hey, Camille.
Camille.
Where you calling from?
I am calling from Long Island at this point.
Okay. We'll get it off your chest, mama.
So I'm Jamaican by birth. I'm from the Caribbean. This is the culture of the Caribbean. When you go to Carnival to jump, if you get permission from your wife, you can't be jumping and standing in place. You're gonna whine on someone.
Okay, you
I'm
talking about
disappointed in your first caller.
you talking about Chance the Rapper yesterday. Chance the Rapper. We were talking about
Yes.
Chance the Rapper at Carnival celebrating his birthday, and it was video of him whining on a young lady and then slapping her ass.
Right.
Okay.
If he got permission to go to Carnival, I'm expecting that his wife would have researched the culture to know what goes on in Carnival in the Caribbean.
Yes. And his wife might have been there for all we know. His wife might have been holding the camera.
Exactly. Now, he's not going home with this lady. He's not having sexual relations. We don't know. Then we can chastise him. But the whole culture of Carnival is going, gyrating on people, going your separate ways after, and having a good time. It's not as serious as people think it is.
It's actually just a little warm-up when you think about it.
Exactly. If you're going with your person, which is your wife, husband, whatever it is, girlfriend, boyfriend, and they step out and gyrate on someone else while you're there without your permission, I can understand you're getting mad. But if you send your husband to Carnival and you research what the culture is about, then you can't be mad at what he does at Carnival because you gave him permission to go.
And you know what I love about what you're doing? You're keeping it between the husband and the wife. Like when you said they can't be mad, you're talking about the wife or the significant other. What is the internet?
Exactly.
What
and
is the internet mad for?
The wider people that are getting their panties in a bunch, don't get it twisted. You have faithful people that go to Carnival. They just go to have a good time and call it a day, go home to their wives or their husband, and they good again. That's just the culture.
That's right.
When you check Trinidad, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, all of these islands, Grenada, that does Carnival, it's the same thing. YouTube is there. Go look at it.
I was just in St. Lucia. I was in St. Lucia 2 weeks ago. They told me that Carnival was the next week.
Yeah, I just hate the cameras. I think the cameras is what ruins it because it opens it up to a public forum. But, you know what I mean, going to those places, years ago, nobody had camera phones, so people just enjoyed themselves and kept it moving. But now, with cameras, you have to, what is it? Is the opinion of a public opinion?
Go to public opinion.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now you're going to chastise this man. You don't know if he slept with this woman. You don't know if he took her number or had sexual relations, whatever the case is.
You don't know if his
you're
wife was there.
You're going to condemn him in the public when he's just enjoying himself and doing what the culture is required to do.
I agree.
That's just it.
Well, thank you, Mama. Well, regardless, I don't want my wife whining on nobody.
Well, as a married person, I can understand. But if you don't want her to whine on anyone, don't send her to a place where that's the culture for that season. Because generally, Carnival, that's what it's all about. Gyrating, jumping, having a good time. If she's going with her friends, then fine. She's in a crew. I guess she will have respect for not whining on anyone, depending on what she is. I've never jumped Carnival because that's just not my thing. But I understand the culture because I was born there.
Yes, ma'am.
So you never whine on nobody?
Excuse me?
What kind of stupid question is that? She just told you that's her culture. Of course she whined on somebody.
Have you ever whined on somebody?
I whined on my husband. I'm married. But I don't jump Carnival because technically the outfits just don't fit who I am.
Okay. Thank you, Mama.
Damn.
You're welcome.
Have a good morning.
Damn. She just said I'm fat. I ain't what I used to be. the outfits don't fit no more. Don't fit what I am. Jesus. Damn. God damn.
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. When we come back, I want to discuss Draymond Green in the rumors. He was suspended for 3 games. We'll tell you why, and we'll tell you what his peers have to say about it. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Draymond Green.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on The Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes, on The Breakfast Club.
Now, Draymond Green, of course, he plays for the Golden State Warriors, gets a 1-game ban. Now, that's for stomping, I guess you can say, on Sacramento Kings Domantas Sabonis. Did I say his name right?
Yes.
I said his name right?
It's Russian. It's a Russian name.
Yeah, so he was suspended, they said, based in part of Green's history of unsportsmanlike acts. So if you don't know what happened, Sabonis, his name, he fell on the floor. When he fell on the floor, it looks like he grabbed.
It ain't no look like he grabbed Draymond Green's ankle.
He grabbed Draymond Green's ankle.
Draymond was trying to get loose.
And Draymond was trying to get loose, and in trying to get loose, stomped on Sabonis's, I guess, stomach, chest area.
I didn't see no problem with it. You could tell by my hairline that I was born in the 1900s, so I grew up in a different era. That's why Draymond's one of my favorite players, because he's kind of a throwback to the type of enforcers I like. Mm-hmm. He didn't do anything wrong. If he didn't put his foot down, he would have fell. You know what I'm saying? What do you want? You want him to balance on one leg?
Right.
You know what I mean? No, you put that foot down on the Russian Ukraine.
You stupid. So Sabonis, he got some contusions. He had to get x-rays, and people are talking about it. And this was Shaquille O'Neal. This is what Shaquille O'Neal said about the incident.
Suspension of Draymond Green.
I thought the throwing him out of the game was adequate enough. By the letter of the law, by the way it looks, it's a dirty play. I'm not going to sit up here and be a hypocrite. I would have did the same thing. Let's talk about this for a second. If you don't grab his leg, that play never happens. Just my opinion. But, the letter of the law looked real bad. A lot of people complained, talk about the dad knew the suspension was going to come. But if you don't grab his leg, allow him to step, what else is he supposed to do?
He could have done. He didn't have to do. Shaq, he didn't have to respond that way.
Well, Ernie, where's he going to land his foot?
Well, he didn't land his foot. He stomped him. There's a difference.
But his foot's in the air. Would you want him to stop his foot in midair and move it over? Watch the tape. No. Watch the tape.
You want him to land softly? You know, you be working out and you do the jumps on the boxes and like jumps, land softly. He couldn't land softly in that moment. Come on, man. Knock it off.
Draymond wanted to get him off. He shouldn't have grabbed his ankle. He grabbed his ankle. I fall. I twist my ankle. No, get the F off me. There's no reason to grab my ankle. Now,
Drop on the clues bombs for Draymond Green. I got the Warriors in 7.
Well, they're down 0-2 right now.
I know. But I still got them in 7.
Now, have you seen Beef on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
Beef is a new series on Netflix that everybody's talking about. I haven't seen it yet. People are saying it's very, very good. It's one of the most watched series right now. So, the actor on there, David Chow, he is facing backlash because he did a podcast in 2014, and some of the things he said was very rapey.
I'm getting turned on right now just telling the story. So I just take her hand and I put it on my and she just holds it there. And I go...
Let me say where he's coming from. So he's actually, I thought they were going to say from the beginning, but he's actually at a massage therapist and he's getting a massage. So he talks about the lady that was giving him a massage and what he did when he was getting that massage. Now play it.
I'm getting turned on right now just telling the story. So I just take her hand and I put it on my and she just holds it there. And I go, you like that? And she's like, yeah, it's all right. And I was like, can you help me out a little bit? And so she does it.
Okay, this is a little hot.
But it's horrible. So then I was like, spit on it. And she's like, no, I don't want to do that. And I was like, no, spit on my and she's like, no. She's definitely like not into it, but she's not stopping it either.
Because
she doesn't know yet. She doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
She doesn't know
because
yet.
Because in her head, I think she's thinking, I'm going to get a good tip.
I was like, kiss it. And she's like, no, there's all the oil.
What's wrong with you?
There's like...
You're asking for too much.
Can we even play this?
That's a problem.
This is the difference between asking, I take the back of her head and I push it down on my and she doesn't do it, and then I go, open your mouth, and then I start face f***ing her.
You raped.
Yes. That is the actor from Beef on Netflix.
So they dug that up because Beef is popping now.
It's doing doing great. Yeah, so this is what it was trending yesterday, and people have been calling him a rapist. They saying that behavior was rapey. They said he was sexually assaulting a massage therapist. There was a lot going on in there, which seems absolutely positively crazy. All right, well, and that is your rumor report.
So you just gonna end with that one? You ain't got nothing else?
Well, it looks like that's it. I'll do the Jonathan Major one next time.
I thought you was gonna lead with that one. Thought that's what we were gonna discuss here. You didn't prepare me for the other one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean,
yikes.
All right, well, woosah. Got any music in there that we could play that could just kind of lighten the mood a little bit? I don't know. All right, when we come back, we got front page news. We're going to be talking Donald Trump. Talk to me. Say something.
What? I'm here. Yes, Desmond Figueroa is coming back up with front page news.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
On April 21st, Mommy Will Love You to Death in the new movie Evil Dead Rise. Critics are raving that this is the film that horror fans have been waiting for. Get your tickets now, only in theaters April 21st. Rated R, under 17, not admitted without a parent. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for some front page news. All right, we have Tesla Figaro back with us. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning, DJ NV, Charlamagne the God, and BET.
That's right.
I want to make sure I say it.
And let's start off with some quick sports. Now, the Celtics beat the Hawks last night, 119-106. They lead the series 2-0. The Cavaliers beat the Knicks, tied the series 1-1. And the Suns beat the Clippers 123-109. They tied the series as well. Now, Fox News is spending some money, huh? Some bread.
Oh, yeah. Breaking big bread. Fox Corporation and its cable networks agreed to pay $787 million to Dominion Voting Systems for settling a defamation lawsuit over false claims that Dominion's machines swayed the outcome of the 2020 presidential election. Now, the settlement, which came after the jury was seated, prevented the trial that would have had top Fox TV host and the network boss, Murdoch, publicly testifying. Dominion CEO said that this was Fox admitting to telling lies, but that statement in itself is a lie because Fox didn't admit to anything.
That's right.
What they said was, we acknowledge the court's rulings of finding certain claims about Dominion to be false, and that this settlement reflects Fox's continued commitment to the highest journalistic standards. So they didn't admit anything. On-air talent also doesn't have to admit anything, and liberals are upset by this. They feel like Dominion, let down the American American people and didn't take advantage of this opportunity to get it on record.
Tell liberals shut up. What's impressive is that Fox is not going to apologize. They're not going to admit to any guilt. They're just going to act like it didn't happen. And guess what? None of their viewers are going anywhere. That's why I'm telling liberals to shut up, because it doesn't even matter. Their viewers do not care. Their viewers are still going to tune in. And guess what else? The advertisers don't care, because as long as Fox has the viewers, the advertisers ain't going nowhere.
Well, there you go, liberals.
Now what's going on with Trump?
Yes,
and his gang.
Yeah, some real heavy gang banging going on with the Republicans, who are upset with Donald Trump's indictment. They are escalating their war by trying to embarrass Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, who charged, obviously we know, Donald Trump earlier this month. Now their goal is to embarrass him by showing up in his city and trying to show that, hey, you're not focused on crime, you're too busy focused on Donald Trump. So the House Judiciary Committee, led by Ohio Republican Jim Jordan, held a meeting on Monday near Bragg's office to examine the pro-crime and anti-victim policies of New York. Jordan said that New York City has lost its way when it's come to fighting crime and upholding the law, and that in Manhattan, the scales of justice are weighed down by politics. Now, Democrats said that the hearing was a partisan stunt aimed at the anger at Manhattan's first black district attorney, Alvin Bragg. Mayor Eric Adams and Democrats pointed out that Republicans are wasting taxpayer dollars and that New York crime is lower than other major cities. Take a listen.
Americans' taxpayers' dollars are being used to come here on this junket to do an examination of the safest big city in America.
Based on your review of crime data, does New York have a higher or lower rate of violent crime than Florida?
Lower.
And what about Louisiana?
Lower.
I mean, two things can be true, right? Like, Trump can break the law and be held accountable, right? And New York City could do a lot more in regard to crime. I don't know what statistics say. I just know what I go outside and feel every day. I know the energy that I feel every day. You feel like New York is safe, Envy?
Not at all.
At all.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? They can scream statistics all they want and tell me that other cities are safer, or tell me that this is the safest city. I'm out here. I see it. I feel it. So, you know.
Yeah, well, we know that Jim Jordan, he's not concerned, about if it's safe or not. This is just, coming down and trying to get some retaliation for what they've done to Trump, which you said, remember, Charlamagne, you said that because they went after Trump, that we would see more of this. So this is just plain old gangbanging. You went after OG Trump, so the YG Jim Jordan is coming on down and rolling up on the set and putting in a little bit of work.
Let me tell you something. If the Democratic candidate is indeed going to be Biden, and Biden going to run again, nobody going to be out campaigning harder for him than Alvin Bragg. Because Alvin Bragg got to make sure Donald Trump don't get back in that White House. Because if Donald Trump get back in that White House, Alvin Bragg going to jail. You hear me?
Somehow or another. Yes, he is.
You ain't even got to worry about that.
All right. Well, thank you, Tez. And that is Front Page News.
And make sure you subscribe to Tez and Figaro's Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. And come see Tez this Saturday at the first ever Black Effect Podcast Festival in Atlanta. It is sold out. So we'll see you on Saturday.
All right. Now, when we come back, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Let's talk Marcus Houston. Now, Marcus Houston's been all over the news when it was recently revealed that he married his girlfriend when she was 19 and he was 38. I guess they were cool or together beforehand, but he didn't marry her until she was of age. And he's saying the reason that he didn't marry a woman his age is because women his age come with baggage.
Whoa. Why would he choose such violence?
He says women that are my age, they kind of have a different outlook on life. Like, a lot of women my age are very independent. They are like, I don't need a man to do this for me. I could do this myself. So matter of fact, let's play the audio.
A lot of women my age are very independent. They are very like, I don't need a man to do this for me because I could do this for myself. And I come from a generation that I'm very, very, love to provide for my wife. I love to provide for my woman. And I'm very in that generation, like the old days, I would never want to be with a woman that felt like, oh, I don't need you, or I don't, what I'm saying, like that. So, and there's a lot of women my age. I've dated women my age, and, they may have baggage, they may have kids, they may have not, it's just, there's so many different women that I've dated throughout my life. And this just so happened to be the one that caught my heart.
All right, let's take your calls. 800-585-1051. Fellas, do you agree?
Boy, Fellas, do you want to unalive yourself this morning? that should be the question.
You know, fellas, do you agree? Let's talk about it. Ladies, how you feel about it? Let's talk about it. Phone lines are wide open. It's the Breakfast Club on BET.
Pull out your phone. Call in right now.
Call me.
Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Break it down. 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Marcus Houston. Now, you know Marcus Houston was in the news recently because it came out that he married a 19-year-old woman. And he was talking about why he wanted to marry a younger woman opposed to women his age. And this is what he said.
You know, a lot of women my age are very independent. They are very I don't need a man to do this for me because I could do this for myself. And I come from a generation that I'm very, very, love to provide for my wife. I love to provide for my woman. And I'm very in that generation, like the old days, I would never want to be with a woman that felt like, oh, I don't need you, or I don't, you know what I'm saying, like that. So, and there's a lot of women my age. I've dated women my age, and they may have baggage, they may have kids, they may have not. It's just there's so many different women that I've dated throughout my life, and this just so happened to be the one that caught my heart.
Now, I could be wrong, but I didn't hear Marcus Houston say I don't date older women, because they come with baggage. That's why I'm dating a younger woman, because they don't have any baggage. I didn't get that from what he said just now. The internet might feel like he said that, but I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, he said women that are my age, like a lot of women my age, are very independent. He says they are like, I don't need a man to do this for me because I can do it for myself. He said sometimes dating older women, they come with baggage, they have kids. And yeah, he did say that.
Well, dating, but he didn't say that's why. He didn't say I'm dating a younger woman because they don't have no baggage. Like
No, he didn't say that.
Yeah, I didn't get that from that, what he said. But everybody has baggage at a certain age.
I think so.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if you 40 plus years old, you're going to have, traumas that you might come into a situation with. That's why we always tell people like to go do the work. Like that's why we encourage people to go to therapy. You know what I mean? So they can deal with their traumas before their traumas deal with them. And if they don't deal with their traumas, they'll bring those traumas into a relationship, and then those traumas will be projected onto the person that they're in a relationship with. You know what I mean? And how many older men we know over 40 that got kids as well. So what does he mean when he says baggage? If you're of a certain age, you're gonna have some baggage. Baggage. I'm putting baggage in parentheses, by the way.
Well, I do feel like a lot of older men date younger women for one reason, because they feel like a younger woman possibly can be controlled easier or more because they haven't lived their life. They don't really know as much as an older woman. They haven't lived, as people would say. I also feel like a lot of men would date younger women because they feel like younger women, their body hasn't met gravity yet, right?
Boy,
what?
This boy.
A lot of men
Marcus
feel that
Houston
way.
chose violence.
What?
Wow. I
me.
thought Marcus Houston chose violence.
It's not me.
Rashawn Casey, DJ Envy just chose violence. Tell me, Envy, explain more. What do you mean? What do you mean their bodies haven't met gravity yet? What are you saying?
I mean, our bodies all meet gravity. Your balls don't sit the same way.
Yes, they do, actually.
Okay, well, let's go.
No. I want you to know, you have to explain this. You shouldn't just get out of this one. What did you mean by that statement?
When people are older, their ass starts to drop. Sometimes their breasts start to drop. It's gravity.
You're lying.
Happens.
Let me tell you something. These 40-year-old women, these 50-something-year-old women are killing these young girls nowadays. Every woman that I think is beautiful is way over the age of 40. I don't care if they're in entertainment or just walking around in everyday life. These 40-year-old women know how to take care of themselves way better than a lot of these young girls do. That's the reason
why a lot of older men choose young women. I'm married, bro, so don't even look at me. I'm married. My wife is.
You're not making no sense.
Okay.
I'm saying that the older women are killing these young girls in the look department, and you saying that's why older men choose younger women?
A lot of times the reason why older men choose younger women.
It's okay to moonwalk. You just keep fighting. You are just trying to prove this stupid ass point. You just told all these women that when they get old, everything drops. That's what you just said.
Mike,
you said these older women is out here saggy, flabby, and sick. That's what you just said. You just chose big violence. Why?
Hello? Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Mike, you're 50 years old and you dating younger women. Why, Mike? Why?
Because I mean, like my man said, these older women, they come with a lot of baggage in a lot of ways.
Mike, you ain't got no baggage, Mike. Mike, you ain't got no baggage.
Can you let Mike finish talking?
Because this is just a silly conversation. Mike, you 50 years old. You're a black man in America. You ain't got no baggage. You ain't got no trauma.
Nah, not really.
You're a liar. You been to therapy?
Nah.
Okay, yeah. Nothing's ever happened to you in your life.
I'm just saying.
You got kids?
A man likes to feel special and wanted.
Yo, Mike, do you have kids? Mike, do you have kids?
Yes, 4.
Okay, so you got mad baggage according to Marcus Houston. Because if you was a 50-year-old woman with 4 kids, you'd be having mad baggage, Mike. Come on, let's stop being hypocrites.
My kids are over 30. All my kids are grown.
They should be. You 50.
So
right,
Mike,
right.
so
my kids
Mike,
are grown, so they're not really baggage.
Mike is saying what Marcus Houston is saying, and not that I agree, but I'm saying that a lot of older men choose younger women because one, they feel like they can mold them and make them do what they want, and 2, a lot of people feel that younger women their bodies are not reaching gravity.
Man,
Mike,
if you don't stop saying that,
I'm not,
what is wrong with you?
It's not
that
me.
is definitely
I'm telling
you.
you what people say.
Who is people? You got to stop this, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy talk you talking this morning. This guy is crazy. This guy is out here telling all the older women, y'all flabby and sick.
Did I say that?
Older women looking like Larry Holmes, flabby and sick. That's what you saying.
I did not say that.
But listen, this is also a good point too Marcus made. They don't need a man. That's how they talk. Men need to feel needed and wanted. They don't need to be with a woman that I don't need no man to do this. I don't need no man for this. Then what do they need you for?
Y'all act like older women don't do that. By the way, Envy knows I love older women.
You like them over 50?
I do. I love them. I love
60,
older women.
60.
So
that's what you like.
So I like them seasoned. Okay, that's what I like. All right, but me and my wife have a great relationship, and we protect and provide for each other. Like, we need each other. Like, what is this thing that y'all have where y'all need a woman to like want y'all? When y'all say I need to mold a woman, what does that mean?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what they say. I don't know. I don't agree.
I need to feel wanted. I need a woman to want me and need me. And what is that? What is that?
Kevin, good morning.
What are these insecurities y'all haven't dealt with?
Kevin.
Well, good morning.
We're talking Marcus Houston. What's your thoughts?
I think he's crazy, and I think her parents is crazy.
Talk to me, brother.
Like, I want a woman to want me too, but I want an independent woman at the same time.
Huh?
I want an independent woman at the same time.
I get what you say. You saying you want a woman that needs you, but can also do her own thing.
Yeah, I mean, like he said, and I don't know how long they've been talking, how long they've been speaking. But for myself, the fact that they married at 19 or whatever it was means they had to know each other, right? And I don't think I would allow, and I'm going to say allow my 18-year-old daughter to be around somebody that old. That's just me.
First of all, I got 4 daughters, you got 4 daughters. Imagine a grown-ass man like that saying, I can mold her. What does that even mean? No. Like, you didn't do your job as a father. I didn't do my job as a father. If it's an old man out here talking about I'm going to mold her.
All right, well, 800-585-1051. Let's have this discussion some more. We're taking your calls when we come back.
You want to choose more violence?
I
don't know who called more violence this morning. You or Marcus Houston?
What are you talking about?
Let's go to some calls. I want to know what y'all ladies think about Envy telling y'all that everything going to drop after 40.
I didn't say that.
Envy say everything drops after 40. This guy is crazy.
Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me.
And your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic.
Come on.
800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about Marcus Houston. He was trending yesterday. It was recently revealed that he is married. He's been married for a couple of years. He married a 19-year-old woman, and people are upset about this. And he was talking about the reason that he married her was because of, well, let him talk for himself.
You know, a lot of women my age are very independent. They are very I don't need a man to do this for me because I could do this for myself. I would never want to be with a woman that felt like, oh, I don't need you, or I don't, you know what I'm saying, like that. So, and there's a lot of women my age. I've dated women my age, and they may have baggage, they may have kids, they may have not. It's just there's so many different women that I've dated throughout my life, and this just so happened to be the one that caught my heart.
I feel like the internet took him out of context, unless I didn't hear what the question was. What was the question that he was asked?
Well, he's just been defending himself the last couple of days, doing interviews and talking about people have been, concerned and asking, Marcus, you're 38 years old. Why, why marry a young
Marcus
woman?
Houston only 38?
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. I thought Marcus Houston.
I'm sorry. He married her at 38 in 2020. And she was 19 years old. So Marcus Houston is 3 years. He's what? 41? 41. Yeah. So people are asking, why? Like, why date so far in age? So people were asking that. Hello, who's this?
It's Jay.
Jay, good morning.
Morning.
We're talking Marcus Houston and dating young women and how he feels about the baggage and all that. What's your thoughts, Mark?
I mean, I feel like that, I can agree with him because I feel like by the time you get to a woman of his age, they got so much baggage, not just, kids, as well as most of them done being ran through by, 40, 50 guys. So as a successful man, I wouldn't want to get with a woman like that. If she's his age and she's been with 5 guys or something like that, that's understandable. But if she done been ran through by 40, 50 different men, I mean, that's not quality.
Well, my brother, let me ask you a question. What if you slept with 40 or 50 different women? What if you got a few kids under your belt? You know what I mean? What if you been divorced a couple of times? Are you baggage? Have you been ran through as a man?
I mean, as a man, I don't see it the same way. If I was broke as a man, I didn't have a good job, I wasn't making money, and I think that women would judge me. I'm not going to judge myself as a woman the same way a woman's not going to judge herself as a man.
So what if the woman's rich?
If she don't have it don't matter.
What if the woman got more money than you?
That'll be just like a guy that's broke and not slept with a bunch of women. Women still ain't going to accept that.
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. Do we not realize how ridiculous we sound? Do we not realize how silly this double standard is? We all gonna get old. This is what I don't like. I don't like us not putting value on things that have age.
Right.
And humans tend to do that. We put value on everything that got age except for ourselves. Aged cheese is considered great.
Wine.
Aged cars are considered classic. Wine, cognac, you know what I mean? Baseball cards, basketball cards. But when
Comic books,
comic books, but when it comes to yourself, all of a sudden you have less value. That makes no sense to me. And I just want to know how come the same things that a woman can do, if a man does those same exact things, a man retains his value.
I think women do it. I think women do it a lot too. I think women find younger men sometimes, and I think they look for younger men, and I think it's partly for the same reason.
I actually see the reverse a lot now, and nobody's having that conversation.
What's that?
Them young girls be liking unking them now.
Yeah,
they be calling me Uncle Snacky out here.
They
definitely
don't call you Uncle
I'm trying
Snacky.
to tell you,
them
young
lie.
girls be liking unking them. I'm trying to tell you, them girls like the little salt and pepper now. I'm trying to tell you now.
Lie. But there's a lot of older women that like younger men as well, and it's the same reason. It's because pretty much they can be controlled. They gonna do what they want, and they use them for what they can use them for, and then aunties and grandmama kick them out after. That happens a lot. You see that a lot too.
Yeah, and the young girls like the older men because they feel like the older men provide stability. The older men, might be doing well in life, And
the older women like the younger men because sometimes they feel like the younger men don't need Viagra. Don't need the honey.
Man,
the
go
honey
to
stick.
the phones, man. What's wrong with you? It ain't a honey stick, it's a honey pack.
Oh, all right. Tell me about it.
All right.
Tell me about it.
I've used the honey pack. Damn it.
Hello, who's this?
I aim the police.
Okay.
All
right. What's your name?
This is Jess.
Hey, good morning, Mama.
How are you? Good morning, guys.
What's your thoughts, Mama?
Man, listen, I've been waiting on this topic for a while now. We're not going to keep ignoring this whole Marcus Houston, Chris Stokes, and his history. He groomed her. And we all know with his history and everything that Raz B been trying to say, he groomed her. And I'm going to just put my 2 cents in there. I think it's crazy how we chastise Chris Brown till this day about Rihanna, but we turn a blind eye to what's going on with Marcus Houston and Chris Stokes.
I don't know nothing about none of them
How
people.
Chris Brown just get a stray like that?
I'm sorry?
I don't know nothing about none of them people. I know it. I've heard the same things you've heard, but I don't know nothing about them people.
Hello, who's this?
This is Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine. Good morning. What's your thoughts?
I think that he's a pervert, honestly. I think that him saying that he doesn't want to be with women his age is his only excuse for his gross, whatever he's doing. He's just being gross. He groomed this girl to be his woman. I just think it's inappropriate.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mama.
There is something about using words like molding, because molding is the same thing as saying it's grooming. You know what I'm saying? When you say molding, it is something very, very strange about that kind of language.
Yeah, but I think it's absolute disgusting too when I see a lot of these older men with younger women, and when I see a lot of these older women with younger men, because I do think it is a molding. I do think it is a grooming. I could imagine, think about who you were at 19 or who you were at 18. You're not that same person now. There's so many things that you didn't have. There wasn't life experiences. You haven't traveled, things that you didn't know. So to date somebody that knows more than you and can use that against you, I think that's a problem.
Yeah, I've always liked older women though. You know what I mean? But I think, I honestly think it's because when I was 8 years old, I was getting touched on by an older woman. So I've always liked older women. Me personally.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I've already worked it out through therapy. Okay.
You want a hug?
No, I don't. I want to know why you told all these older women that gravity is going to set in and everything on their body going to drop after a certain age. I want to know why you chose violence like that. And I stand by the fact that older women over 40 and 50, 60 years old is killing these young girls out here nowadays. Don't try to agree now. We done heard what you had to say.
I didn't say
You know
anything.
why though? Because these older women know how to take care of themselves in a real way. That's what experience does. They know what to eat. They know how to work out. They in therapy. They meditating. Like they just got a different type of glow. Young girls ain't got that yet.
I didn't say that. I said men say that. I'm married.
Me too. Happily. Okay.
All right.
And trust, that's another reason I can say with confidence that the older a woman gets, the better she gets.
All right.
Okay? So my wife is fine after 40.
My wife is fine after 40.
Some of these young girls, y'all pretty, but y'all got a little dust on you.
Yeah?
Blow some of that dust off. You still a little dusty, a little dirty foot.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
That's all.
I agree. And like you said, I didn't say that. Men said that.
Nope.
My wife is 40 years, over 40.
By the time it hits the internet, Envy said that older women are out here looking like Larry Holmes, flabby and sick.
I hate you, man.
That's what you said.
When we come back, we got your rumor report. We got to talk Jonathan Majors. He's back in the news. We'll do it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Y'all just be waking up kicking just disturbing women's peace for no damn reason.
Who? I was just reporting Marcus
for
Houston.
no reason. Women ain't doing nothing but waking up, minding their business. Here you go.
Well, me, I'm just reporting the story.
Yeah, you reporting the story.
What?
I just want you to know, there's women on my line saying, speak for yours, Envy, because I'm Miko Grimes said she dog walking these young hoes at 2 months from 48.
Oh, I ain't got to speak for mine. My wife fine, 43 years old, no surgeries, and she don't have no makeup artists, none of that stuff, all natural.
Let me tell you something. Them older women
will body anybody out there.
All these older women
any
killing.
moment, any day.
All these older women are killing these young girls. Okay, I can name names, but I won't.
My wife has 6 kids and ain't got no stretch marks. Is still fine. Never had no surgeries and none of that. I love my wife. Shout out to my wife. I was in that lab. No, no. Shout to.
All right, now say it again. I'm gonna agree with you. Then you're gonna be mad. Red. He said it again. We're gonna agree with him. Then you're gonna be mad in here. All right.
Shout out to Tashara from Page 6 who actually sat down with Marcus Houston. That's where all that audio came from.
That's where that came from?
Yeah, that's where it came from.
See, I need to know the question Tashara asked that prompted him to just give up that information like that. Because that's another thing. Why are you volunteering this information, sir?
Nah, people been on his head.
All right, but you don't have to engage. You don't have to engage.
No.
You don't have to engage.
He didn't have to say nothing.
You don't have to engage.
But I guess he felt like he did. People try to clear themselves up.
There's nothing to clear up. Let people speculate. Like people out here saying he was with her when she wasn't of age.
Correct.
They don't know that for certain. You know what I mean? All they know is that they're married now and she's of age. Right?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with it. That ain't my thing. But it's not. He's not committing a crime.
No. All right. And people ask me all the time, what's with you and this fan? Are you?
It's hot.
Menopause, but
it's hot in here.
Why you have a jacket on?
That's a good damn point.
You have a jacket on and saying it's hot. See, you play too much. No, when we come,
that's why you got it so hot in here, King. Look at me, King.
Oh man,
King, look at me, King.
When we come back, man, we got the rumor report. Don't
King,
move.
Look at me, King.
No, stop it, man.
Look at me. How I look?
Little chubby.
You're a damn lie. Don't even tell that lie.
Little chubby.
Don't even tell that lie.
Look like you was eating a lot.
Tell that lie.
Look like you was eating a lot.
Did I look chubby?
Now you're gonna be insecure the rest of the day. All right, rumor report when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Jonathan Major.
Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes. On the Breakfast Club.
Now, yesterday we reported with Jonathan Majors that his PR team and manager decided to part ways with him. Now, allegedly, they're saying that Marvel is reportedly considering replacing him with an actor like Damson Idris.
That's the goddamn internet. That's an internet rumor. That didn't come from any reliable source. In fact, if you read the Deadline article that came out Monday that talked about him parting ways with his management and PR, it says in that article verbatim, Deadline here is
Damar Hamlin is okay to play. Now they're saying he got okay to play after suffering a cardiac arrest, just out over 3.5 months or after his arrest on the field, his cardiac arrest on the field. They're saying that he's allowed to start practicing and he's cleared to play.
He better than me. I mean, you know, if physically they cleared him to play, I would think the biggest hurdle to get over right now would be psychologically, right? But he better than me. I don't know if I would be back on that football field.
Well, here's him talking about it.
It was life-changing, but it's not the end of my story. So I'm here to announce that I plan on making a comeback to the NFL. So the diagnosis of pretty much what happened to me was basically commotio cordis. It's a direct blow at a specific point in your heartbeat that causes cardiac arrest. And 5 to 7 seconds later, you fall out. And that's pretty much what everyone's seen January 2nd of this year. Commotio cordis is the leading cause of death in youth athletes across all sports. So that's something that I personally will be taking a step in to make a change. And also with that being said, you know, all the awareness around CPR and the access to AEDs have been lowering that number as well.
Man, God bless him. May the force be with him. Faith and fear can't coexist, so I respect him, but damn. And if you're playing against him, would you like hold back a little bit?
I mean, he's only 25 years old, but I think so. Even if you're the coach, would you play him as hard, or even in practice, would you practice him as hard as other players, especially knowing what happened? I don't know. That's a difficult one.
That's a tough one. I mean, we not that brother, so we can't make decisions for him, or we don't know what's in his head. So, God bless him. That's all we could do.
Yeah,
wish him the best. But I hope that he's talked to multiple doctors.
They said he's talked to about 3 or 4 specialists, 2 in the Buffalo area, and I believe 1 in the city and 1 somewhere else, I think in Atlanta or California, and they all said the same thing, that he was cleared to play.
I wonder how his team feels. I wonder how the league feels. Do they want him to play? Do they feel like it's safe for him to play? Because that's the other thing. You're a player, you're going to want to go out there and ball. You know what I mean? But sometimes you got to save people from themselves. So do you say, look, man, I don't think this is something you should go back on the field with? I don't know.
But if every doctor that you visit say it's okay, and one doctor said maybe not, or one doctor says no, or one doctor says 50-50, they're all saying okay. I mean, I guess, he wants to play football. He's been playing football, I'm sure, since Pop Warner, probably since he was like 3-4 years old. And he wants to play.
That's a tough one, man. God bless him. Like I said, God bless him.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And lastly, I seen this trending. Ja Rule talked about this before. He was talking about paving the way for Drake. Even when he was up here, he even talked about it a lot. But like I said, I seen this trending yesterday. So this is him talking about paving the way.
Ja Rule walked so Drake could run. Is that, a sentiment you agree with?
I mean, I give my credit, because we all borrow from each other. Before me, there was, groups and artists, Bone Thugs and Harmony, you had LL made I Need Love, Method Man made, You're All I Need with Mary, so those type of records did exist. I think what I did that was different and set me apart from everybody else was, one, I made it my own. Mine was more consistent, but I also created what I like to call the hip-hop and R&B duet, where you didn't really know whose record it was. Like when you listen to I'm Real, is that Ja Rule's record or is it Jennifer's record?
Yeah, I would agree with Ja Rule. Said he paved the way for Drake.
We've been said that. Drop on the clue bomb for Ja Rule. We've had that conversation a million times. I feel like we've had that conversation with Ja Rule, yes.
And I think he was one of the one. I mean, I seen him. He mentioned LL Cool J with I Need Love, where LL was rapping.
LL Cool J walked.
He did Bone Thugs and Harmony, where Bone Thugs was rapping, and they were singing as well, but not the melodies like Ja did it.
I think people like LL walked so Ja Rule could run, so Drake could fly.
Shut up, man.
What?
All right. Well, that is your rumor report.
You don't think he's flying? He's an owl? What?
Who you giving your donkey to, man?
What? 4 after the hour, we need Sheriff Kevin Clardy to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him. Not just him, 2 of his staffers and the Oklahoma Sheriff's Association. I'll tell you why 4 after the hour.
All right, we'll get to that next, so don't move. And also, after that, as C&E, a lot of people have been calling up here for relationship advice, any type of advice that you need. The phone lines are wide open. As C&E is up next. It's The Breakfast Club on BET.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Your company has goals this year. Find the right people to help you achieve them with ZipRecruiter, where 4 out of 5 employers get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast. That's ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast.
This is America.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
To the latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Donkey of the day for Wednesday, April 19th. Today is April 19th, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, April 19th goes to Sheriff Kevin Clardy, Sheriff's Investigator Alicia Manning, and Jail Administrator Larry Hendricks, as well as the Oklahoma Sheriff's Association. Why? Because the sheriff and these 2 staffers were secretly recorded talking about killing reporters and lynching black residents after a public meeting. Oh, you can't make this kind of stuff up, people. I wish this wasn't true, but it is, in fact, true. In fact, this is America. Let's listen.
It was back in the day when I take a damn blackjack, whoop their ass and throw them in the cell, I'd run for sheriff.
Yeah, well, it's not like that no more.
I know. Take them down here on Mud Creek and hang them up with the damn rope.
Yeah.
But you can't do
And the
that.
thing about it is,
they got more rights than we got.
I've known 2 or 3 hitmen that were very quiet guys
Yeah.
and would cut no mercy.
Yeah, but here's the reality. If the hair on his wife's head, Chris Willingham's head, or any of those people that really were behind all that, if the hair on their head got touched by anybody, who would be the bad guys?
Well, I know where 2 big deep holes are here. We need them.
I got an excavator.
These are already pre-dug.
Jesus Christ. Man, being black in America is something, ain't it? Because our whole lives, we know that's how so many white people feel about us, but we live in a country that will tell us we bugging if we say that's how they feel about us. And then even when audio recordings like that come out, proving that not only is that how some white people feel about us in this country, that is actual law enforcement talking, okay, confirming for so many of us the racial bias we know exists in law enforcement, the same bias y'all always try to convince us isn't real. But yet, do you think the Oklahoma sheriff is conceding anything? You think he's apologizing? You think he's admitting any wrongdoing? You think he's resigning, even though people are calling for him to? No, of course not. In fact, listen to what he said in regards to the recordings.
The sheriff's office did post a statement calling the audio, quote, illegally obtained, and writing in part, our preliminary information indicates that the media released audio recording has in fact been altered. The motivation for doing so remains unclear at this point. The matter is actively being investigated.
He didn't say anything was wrong with what they said, didn't apologize, just simply said it was illegally obtained and that it may have been altered and may have violated a state law prohibiting secret recordings by a third party. He said it was altered because they left out the part where he said, not only will I hang them, but I'll feed their babies to gators. I'm lying, he didn't say that. But also, why didn't he just say it was AI?
I was just thinking the same thing. I'd have went AI route.
Any controversial, racist, homophobic, anti-Semitic audio that pops up nowadays, just say it's AI. Okay, blame it on ChatGPT, because the reality is, in a minute, it really might be. But this isn't ChatGPT. This is good old-fashioned American white supremacy. Okay, now the reason the Oklahoma Sheriff's Association is getting the biggest hee-haw is because they voted to suspend the sheriff and 2 other staffers. Listen to what I said. They voted to suspend the sheriff and 2 other staffers. Now, I don't know how any of this works, but a suspension? Can we play the audio again of them talking?
It was back in the day when I take a damn blackjack, whoop their ass and throw them in the cell, I'd run for sheriff.
Yeah, well, it's not like that no more.
I know. Take them down here on Mud Creek and hang them up with the damn rope.
Yeah.
But you can't do that. Think about it, they got more rights than we got. I've known 2 or 3 hitmen that were very quiet guys.
Yeah.
And would cut no mercy.
Yeah, but here's the reality. If a hair on his wife's head, Chris Willingham's head, or any of those people that really were behind all that, if the hair on their head got touched by anybody, who would be the bad guy?
Well, I know where 2 big deep holes are here in Navy. I got an excavator. These are like pre-dug.
Jeez, they got more rights than us.
Yeah, you can't blame that on ChatGPT. That's just crackers chatting. Does that sound like it should be a suspension? No, that should be a firing. That should be an actual criminal investigation to make sure he hasn't done crimes against black people before. Okay, I've been, suspended from school before when we was in high school. Like, suspension means you can come back. What could possibly happen during a suspension for threatening to kill a reporter and black people that's going to make this sheriff and the staffers come back from suspension and not want to kill said reporter and our black people? Listen, man, at what point are we going to accept this is what some people in America think of us and act accordingly? Okay, they are allowed to say these kind of things about us and just get a suspension, and neither are elected officials, law enforcement, people cooking your food. I don't have any bright ideas, no answers. I'm just here to raise awareness to these people, these problematic people, and fight racism with racism. Please let Chelsea Handler give Sheriff Kevin Clardy, Sheriff's Investigator Alicia Manning, and Jail Administrator Larry Hendricks the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
All right.
Matter of fact, let Kathy Griffin give him the biggest hee-haw.
Please give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
Wait. Uncle Charlotte, a second ago, did you say you fight racism with racism? Yes, because some people call me asking if Chris Rock got something to say racist.
Cracker ass cracker.
Then they say me asking my girl at Popeyes what's on the menu. They say that's racist too.
Cracker.
But what else we supposed to call these people? On BET.
Cracker ass cracker.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. And shout to BET again. Shout to all my BET family. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Can't wait to see how Standards and Practices slices this one up. Can't wait to see if the lawyers approve this one on BET.
Oh, my goodness. You want to do it again one more time?
Contract signed. You know what you signed up for on BET.
Cracker ass.
All right, everybody else. Let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Ask C&E. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can call us up right now. We'll take it serious, and we'll try to help you with your problems. We'll try to help you with all your problems, all right? So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's that time again.
Ask Charlamagne and DJ Envy anything.
Pick it up, roll.
It's time to ask C&E.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask C&E. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can call us right now. 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's good, Charlamagne? What's good, Envy? How y'all doing today?
Peace, young man. How are you?
I'm doing great.
What's your question for C&E, man?
All right, so I'm gonna stay anonymous. I ain't gonna put my name out there because she gonna probably hear this. But I just basically need to see what I can tell my girl about like how expensive. I'm sorry. How expensive things are out here. Like she wants expensive dates. She wants to go to cool things.
What's wrong with your mouth, bro?
That stuff costs a lot.
What's wrong with your mouth?
What you mean?
Nothing.
Speak. Talk to her. Tell her this is too expensive. You know inflation is crazy.
Wait,
the economy is crazy.
Let's break this down a little bit. Well,
it is.
Have you lied to her and you told her you make more than you actually make?
No. Now that's the thing. I've never lied, but I'm the type of person where if I don't want to let her down, you know what I'm saying? Like if she wants to go eat out somewhere nice, I'll pay for it, you know? And I never use credit cards. I always use my money. But when that Monday comes around and them payments catch up on your statements, you look at your bank account, you just see it and be like, dang, bro.
Man, be honest with your lady. She's only allowing you to do this because she thinks you can handle it and she thinks you're capable of doing it. Just tell her the truth. If you plan to be with her, that's going to be your wife?
Man, I hope so. I really hope so, actually.
Man, well, you got to be honest with her. You got to be honest about finances. You know one of the number one reasons people get divorces and break up is because of finances. Just tell her the truth, King.
And absolutely, and what Charlamagne said is the truth. And if you feel like you can't be honest with her, or she starts acting different because you can't afford it, she's not the one for you. Because you want somebody that's going to be there for you regardless if you make it or you don't make it. Because in this thing we call life, there's so many ups, so many downs, and you want somebody that's going to be a rider for you.
That's right. Use your mouth, man. Speak. Use your mouth and use your mouth. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? Okay? All right?
You're right.
That's all.
Good luck, brother.
I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, by the way, I love how y'all do the show too. By the way, with the guest appearances, it keeps you guessing. So
thank you, brother. Thank you.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, Envy. This is Lee. What's poppin'?
Hey, Lee. Good morning. This is Ask C&E. What's
I
your
miss
question?
You.
We miss you too.
My question is, now that I'm gonna be off of probation at 12:01 tonight, and I've completed that successfully. Charlamagne, I forgot. I couldn't hear nothing when I asked you. I snapped out on my baby's dad. I blanked out completely when you started talking.
You said what?
I blanked out completely when you started talking. I snapped on my baby's dad.
You snapped on your baby's dad?
Answered me. Yeah, you answered me back, and I didn't hear nothing that you said because I could not hear.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why were you on probation, Mama?
It has to do with my baby's dad's girlfriend.
You beat her up.
So you saying at 12:01 p.m. you about to get put back on probation because you're going to put hands on her?
Nah, she's not going to do that. You smarter than that, right?
No,
Mama?
I'm off, baby. I will never, ever, ever do that dumb stuff again.
Oh, you beat her up? That's how you ended up on probation?
No, my mouth's too smart, and I got took to jail behind my mouth.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you're on probation. I would, well, what do you enjoy to do? Where you at? Where you
Jesus.
from?
Jesus, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Philly to Baltimore.
I don't know what's going on this
what
call
happened?
right now. I have no idea, man.
Harrisburg, PA.
I don't know what
you're from.
PA.
Okay, you from
Philly.
PA. Okay, from Philly. All right.
You understand what she's saying?
Yeah. Harrisburg, which is close to Philly. So if I
That's
was
a tri-state area.
Don't disrespect Philly like that.
What?
Harrisburg is Harrisburg. Philly is Philly.
She just
Harrisburg's the capital.
She ain't from Philly. That's like that.
Who you waiting on?
That's like people from Lower Derby saying they're from
Charlamagne.
Philly. Is Lower Derby Philly?
Charlamagne. I go through the whole city. I start in Norristown, and I go through town, and then I'm in Philly.
I'm
all
so
over.
confused. I thought what's going on, yo?
She gets off probation tonight. She wants to know what she should do or what she should do. All right. Well, the first thing, if I was you, I would not go out. There's no way you should go to a club. You should not be running around. Do you have a job?
No.
Yes, I do.
And you don't need to be on drugs. You definitely don't need to do no drugs.
All right, you got two of them. I wouldn't do anything. I would have a nice glass of wine, sit back, read a book, and watch television tonight. That's what I would do.
Okay, I got some books that's about what every woman should know about men.
Okay.
All right. On a weekend, I would go to a nice day party, something early. Get your ass back in the house early. Listen to some music. If you smoke hookah, go smoke hookah. Dance a little bit, wind up on somebody, and enjoy yourself a little bit.
You like how I dance, Envy?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think you need to be on the street. I don't know what Envy talking
You
about.
don't remember seeing me at the 717 at XL?
No.
Oh, you tripping?
No, I think we ain't the ones tripping. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think you need to stay on probation.
Maybe I think you need to stay on probation.
You need to be monitored. Actually,
what's your probation
Where the
officer?
video at?
What's your probation officer? Let me call him.
You need an ankle
Where
bracelet.
you was at XL? Where the video at, DJ Envy?
We need to know where you at all times. You still on the phone with her, and I have no idea why.
I'm Lydia's.
I am so. Could you please hang up on her? You hang up on everybody else, but the people you should hang up on, you don't hang up on. Okay. That woman needs an ankle monitor and constant supervision. Okay.
Jesus.
The hell is going on out here?
Jesus. Hello, who's this?
It's Ted from Detroit.
Ted, what's up, man? What's your question for C&E?
Actually, I had some relationship advice for you and Charlamagne. So like y'all know, between the time of 7:30 in the morning and 8:15, 70% of y'all listeners are taking their kids to school. I don't think it's appropriate for me to have to explain to my daughter why Envy looking at a man's penis through his sweatpants.
Whoa, whoa!
Do you know what I mean?
Whoa,
like,
whoa!
I love y'all show. Whoa. I listen to y'all every day.
Whoa.
I'm driving with my daughter. I hear you talking about a man's penis at 7:30 in the morning.
Well, what grade is she in?
She's in the 4th grade. She's 9 years old.
In 4th grade, they, if the parents get permission, they're teaching about sexual preferences and gender identity.
I ain't never given them permission to teach my
I'm with you. I'm not letting them give permission to my young kids too. But I guess you're giving them a early conversation on sexual identity.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. But I'm just saying, you know, a lot of y'all listeners is driving, taking their kids to school at least 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Y'all should try to at least tone that down.
So after 8 is when Envy should talk about seeing men's penises through sweatpants.
He can talk about all the penis he wants. He can look at all the male butt he wants.
Make a note. We're going to make a note. I got you. We're going to make a note. After we try to do that, by the way. We do that.
Yeah, that was.
We do think.
We did it after 8.
I thought it was after 8. It was like 8:50. Yeah, it was 8:50. You're right. You're right. It was after 8.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
But that's a good note. I'm not mad at him at all. You're absolutely right, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Ask C&E. 800-585-1051. You need relationship advice? Call us now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's that time again.
Ask Charlamagne and DJ Envy anything.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, roll.
It's time to ask C&E.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask C&E. You need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can hit us up. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Arabia.
Hey, hey, Mama. What's your question
What
for
part of
C&E?
South Carolina?
Morning.
Florence. Salute to the 803-843.
Now, what's your question?
Okay, so I've been dating this guy, and I don't judge people. So basically, the guy, he has a nice car, he has a nice car, everything, but he works in fast food.
He works at a fast food. Wait, what fast
I don't like
food
how
does he
you
work
whispered
at?
that. You said her voice dropped when she said that. Like, don't be ashamed of that. Say it with your chest. He works in fast food.
Where you work at?
He works at Popeye.
Ooh, good job. Okay, talk to me.
Okay, so I don't judge people, but this guy has just been acting like a total ass. Like, just like he is the catch when I really am.
Where you work at, man?
I'm an MUA. I do makeup. I sell health and wellness products.
How old are you?
I blog. It's a lot of things. I'm 28.
28, okay.
Yes. So, and he's 30. So, I don't judge people by, as long as you're working towards something better in your life. And he's just acting like a complete ass. Like, and I'm just trying to figure out, mind you, like, he's having issues financially. Like, I was willing to move in with this guy.
I'm going to let Charlamagne answer this because if I answer it, they're going to say I'm being too bougie. How long you been working at Popeyes, though, Mama?
He's been working there. I've only known him for 2 months. From what I know, that like he fell on hard times, and this is just. I was thinking that this was just something he was doing in the meantime, but this guy like really went to apply to Olive Garden.
I respect that king. Salute to that king, because that king is not letting way he work mess with his confidence in no way, shape, or form.
Right, I salute, the humbleness, because he's able to, that's what I looked at the situation as. I'm like, okay, so I salute the humbleness.
That's
like,
right.
He's not
That's right.
afraid to, go in these places and do these things.
And when he bring you home that 3-piece tender with the mashed potatoes and biscuits, you eat it, don't you? That's it's funny, but you eat it.
No, but listen, I just don't know, because besides that, you're arrogant and you just feel like, you have all of this stuff going on. Like, I'm trying to, look at the situation in a different light, but you're treating me like you don't even appreciate that I can see who you are. Because
the reality of the situation, Queen, regardless of where he worked, he would still be an a-hole. So maybe you just need to stop dealing with him because he's an a-hole, not because of where he works at. What you're upset about is you like him. And you like him. So why don't you just tell him, bruh, you're an a-hole. You need to start treating me better because I really do like you. I do appreciate you. I love when you bring me home that sandwich. I love when you bring me home that sandwich.
This is South Carolina business.
What do you mean this is South Carolina
business? My opinions out of this.
Tell me you like that spicy chicken sandwich combo.
No, I mean, I want him to find, you're going to have to do better in life, eventually.
Mama,
I get.
I'm sorry, I can't hold my tongue. Mama, I want better for you. I want better for you.
It's me too.
Yes.
I want better for her because of how he's acting, not because of the way he works.
Yeah, I want better for both.
Because he could be a lawyer and still be an a-hole. I wouldn't want her to date an a-hole.
But the fact that I don't.
This man really just got evicted from his house. I only know him for 2 months. I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but I felt he's like, okay, well, let's get an apartment together, because I feel bad. I'm
no. Tell him ain't no 12-piece chicken family meals happening now. Tell him ain't no family fees happening.
Where did he work before Popeyes, Mama? Where did he work before Popeyes?
Where did he He was in sales where like he went door to door doing things like.
All right,
but
Mama.
he has his own clothing brand. Like he has a nice apartment, like, nice car. Like he's very intelligent. It's just I don't.
Oh well, this is what I would tell my daughter. This is what I would tell my daughter in this situation. If you were my daughter, right? You know, there's no, like you said, the problem is that he's an a-hole. It doesn't matter what type of job he has. If he was a lawyer, if he was a DJ, he's gonna be an a-hole. But the problem is, you know, he's 30 years old and he works at Popeyes, and I understand that. You know, sometimes we got to get money how we get money. But I think you want somebody that is looking for the future and looking for long term. No disrespect, I don't think Popeyes is long term. It's a means to an end, right? You work at a fast food or telemarketer to get to the next job, to get to your position, to set your career up. The fact that he's 30, 31 right now and he's filling out applications for Olive Garden, McDonald's, and White Castle.
I respect it.
I think that, you know, you might need to, you know, encourage him to do something else to get a career, because unless you want to get married in the Popeyes bathroom and yeah, then I would, you know, I would try to encourage him to say, hey, you got to do better or this ain't gonna work.
And the more important thing is his behavior, man. And also, too, Envy, you're not factoring in that penis. You ain't told us about that yet, ma'am.
What?
That what you want to say is that evicted Popeye's penis ain't no joke, right?
Listen, I've been celibate for 1.5 years, so like that was my non-negotiable. Like it had to be on point, and it's on point.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
That's the problem.
She getting her back blown out and getting the 8-piece signature chicken box
and biscuits.
Come on now. See, that's the conversation you ain't having with us.
Damn it, man.
And we can't talk to you about that because we are men.
Yes.
All right? But we understand your predicament. Or should we say your pickle?
Your pickle.
You understand the pickle you're in.
Like, listen, I like at this point, it's not your situation, it's how you're acting, and I have to move off that.
I agree.
And I just really hope people listening, like I can't. I'm not judging you for your situation, obviously, because I've been here for 2 months, knowing what was going on. It's how you treat me.
He's a jerk.
And
I'm
with
with
that, yeah, I can't really do that. I've been here. Like his thing is, oh, you haven't been here for me. I'm like, I've been here. Any other woman would have ran, especially in my situation. Like, I'm doing well in life.
Now, Mama,
right.
You got to take the penis out the situation. All right. Now you got to.
But it got a hook. No, never.
What? What'd you say?
Barely. He almost did. Now, if it was, he almost did barely. Like I could do that.
Barely a
I'm
hook is crazy.
Intelligent enough to do that, but it's good. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want him you can't be with somebody treating you bad, man. He's an a-hole. Forget where he works at.
Yeah, forget
he's
all the chicken he brings home.
Aside.
Forget the penis and all that.
Yeah.
If he's an a-hole, sometimes, Mama, you got to do better. I want better for you.
I want better for you because he's a jerk.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right, Queen.
All right, look at KFC. Maybe KFC might have some better men. Or Chick-fil-A.
That's right.
Chick-fil-A.
That's right. Just I know Chick-fil-A got some good people. Ain't no a-holes at Chick-fil-A, man.
That's right.
I don't think I'll be doing this again. I don't think I'll be doing this again.
All right. See, we get there eventually. We get there.
All right.
I mean,
good luck to that woman. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, what's the moral of the story? Oh, there's no moral of the story.
Ask C&E.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, we got to talk NBA Youngboy. He got another one, and we'll tell you about it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk NBA Youngboy.
Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
We got to congratulate NBA Youngboy. He reportedly welcomes his 11th child.
Man, he trying to have as many kids as he got mixtapes, huh?
11 children now. This is his 9th baby mama. So congratulations to NBA Youngboy. What happened?
Yeah, congratulations to that young lady for having a healthy birth.
A healthy birth.
Yes.
That's right. Now, YSL lawyers have been going through it in the courtroom. Well, we talked about yesterday how the one lawyer said cap. Now, this other attorney, now I've never heard of this before, so maybe if there's any judges or attorneys or lawyers that can help me out. So now this other attorney, he was ordered to buy lunch for all the other lawyers.
Yeah, I'm not an attorney, clearly, but that didn't sound ethical to me. You can do that?
I didn't think so. You make me buy lunch, so he didn't. He didn't buy the lunch for all the other attorneys, so he was threatened with 20 days in jail if he didn't complete a 17-page paper on the importance of professionalism in the legal field.
I don't think this YSL case is happening on Earth 616. I think that we're watching it through the lens of whatever feed they're giving us, but this is happening on another planet because none of this stuff makes any sense to me.
I don't know if you remember, didn't he make another juror that said something? Didn't he make him write a paper too?
I don't remember.
I've never heard of a judge making you write a paper.
I'm still stuck on you got to buy everybody lunch. That I never heard that one either.
Could you imagine being an attorney? You went to law school and the judge is telling you got to write a 17-page paper on the importance of professionalism in the legal field?
Since they already yelling cap in court, now you got to yell at SMD. Suck my judge. Your client's sure to go to jail after that, but
you definitely
kept it real.
You're definitely going to jail.
At least you kept it real.
We have audio. Listen.
How are we doing on that paper? The importance of professionalism. Yours is due by 28th of April.
Oh no!
I'm just clocking.
Oh no!
So we on track?
Oh no!
Well, your better half said she's not writing it for you either. Okay, well, just want to let you know that. Okay, all right. So we're good. Because that wasn't offered to you. You already asked me, could I pay the $1,000? I told you no. 28, yes, at noon. Or you do 20 days. It's 17-page paper on the importance of professionalism in the legal field and treating one's opponents with civility. Paper is to be published quality in APA format and at least 10 primary and 10 secondary sources.
What? Davis McClain would never.
What?
What are we talking about here?
What?
Are you serious? I'm trying to fight a case here. I'm studying for the case.
And
I'm trying to
get
get my
17 page.
You got me writing essays?
And then you tell me my assistant can't write it because they're going to test me on it?
Nah.
And then you got me...
Y'all ain't gonna never make it out the hood. Y'all gonna die broke.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta have that soldier boy energy sometimes in that courtroom.
But you can't be too disrespectful because he's still judging your client.
That is very true.
Which is wild. Which is crazy.
I would feel like that's a distraction.
Before.
I feel like that would be a distraction. I feel like you throw the whole case away if you're making me do all that. I can't focus on my client because you got me writing papers.
That sounds wild. All right. And lastly, this is a rumor report. It seems like new couple alert. YG and Saweetie have been seen running around with each other.
This is nasty. This is when you need a woman in here for real. I don't even like that came out your mouth just now. New couple alert.
According to the Jasmine brand, they spent their time at Coachella cozying up together. They were seen at his birthday party. Yeah, give me that fan. Pass me that fan.
You got to wave yourself with that fan when you're telling stories like that. You sound crazy.
I know. But, you know, we need... All right.
Now fan yourself. Now say it again. Say new couple alert. There you go.
New couple alert.
Tell them, girl.
Now, YG girl and Saweetie been seen running around town.
I heard.
You know what that means? New couple. Now, they were at Coachella. Now, this is according to the Jasmine brand. Shout out to Jasmine. They were cozying up together. They said, although there's no pictures that surfaced yet, but people been seeing them. And not only that, you know where she popped up?
Where?
YG's birthday party in March. Which is when the gossip first began to fly.
They're not a couple, though. They're a bubble.
Yeah,
they're a bubble.
They're a bubble.
And it was at Coachella.
They're a bubble.
Yeah.
And it was at Coachella. So I just want to give you that information.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
I like this little fan thing.
I told you that fan is addictive.
Okay.
That Flan Moreau got a dope fan. Wait till I get my church fan in here.
All right.
It's going to be a great weekend, though, man. Judy Blume documentary comes out on Friday. Judy Blume Forever.
Then the fight this weekend.
Ryan Garcia and Tank fight on Saturday. The Black Effect Podcast Festival is Saturday.
That's right.
This is going to be a fantastic weekend.
All right. Well, that is...
What is today?
19th. Tomorrow's the 20th.
Oh, I thought it was Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Getting there.
Up next is the People's Choice Mix. And I got to remind you guys, don't forget my car show, Memphis 28th, all right? Now, we're doing it in memory, of course, of Young Dolph. So we're going to have Young Dolph's whole fleet there, which is going to be pretty dope. So you get to see all those camouflage cars. Also, we're going to have the Young Dolph Museum, which is traveling from city to city. You get to see some of his artwork, his clothing, his jewelry, and all of that. And then we're going to have cars from celebrity friends. I know Bun B said he's pulling up. I know 50 Cent's going to have some cars. I know Key Glock, myself, and a couple other people I have to name in a little bit. And then we're going to have kids, rides for the kids. It's a family fun day. So it's going to be rides for the kids, amusement rides, face painting, gaming trucks. It's going to be food trucks. It's going to be a family fun day. Kids 5 and under are free. So if you're in the area, Arkansas, Mississippi, Memphis, surrounding cities, pull up on us because we're going to have a lot of fun that day, all right? And the People's Choice Mix is up next. Let's go!
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Weekdays at 9 a.m., 8 Central. DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God host the Breakfast Club on BET. The evolution will be televised on a new set with top-tier guests. The Breakfast Club, where real talk reigns. All new Monday through Friday at 9 a.m., 8 Central on BET. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day.
We are, man.
Want to shout out to BET again. You can catch us on BET each and every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
We on BET right now. You know what I love about this? I love being background noise. You know what I mean? Because this is one of those things. If you at home at 9 o'clock, you can just turn BET on and just the Breakfast Club is playing. Like imagine you just dropped your kids off to school and you back home in the house, so now you can just go on and turn the TV on and bong. We right there.
Yeah, or you at work and you can turn this on the computer or whatever it may be. But we appreciate you guys for riding with us and thank you so much.
I haven't watched BET this much in a long time. Y'all got some crazy ass programming. We seen some crazy ass commercials.
Crazy ass programming. Definitely some crazy ass programming.
We seen some crazy ass programming. I seen a guy was chained up to something with no shirt.